welcome to PQ, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today's song is another Eagles song. I think that's going to be our third Eagles song that we are going to watch on this channel. This is a request from Rodolfo, one of our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you for your support and for your song suggestion. He sent us this link. I think this is the official video, and it's live from 1977. I don't think we know this song. Maybe when they played we would, but not from the title. It's called One of These Nights, and we are so committed to do more Eagles on this channel, so that was a no-brainer for us to do. And if you guys have more suggestions from them, please let us know in the comments. But now, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this started.
One of these nights, one of these crazy old nights, we're gonna find out, pretty mama, that turns on your lights. The full moon is calling, the fever is high, and the wicked wind whispers and moans. You got your demons, got desires, but I got a few of my own. Ooh, someone to be kind to in between the dark and the light. Ooh, coming right behind you, swear I'm gonna find you one of these nights. One of these dreams, one of these lost and lonely dreams. Now we're gonna find one, one that really screams. I've been searching for the daughter of the devil himself. I've been searching for an angel in white. I've been waiting for a woman who's a little of both, and I can feel it, but she's nowhere inside.
I think it's gonna go to the chorus. I really love the harmonization that they do. I think this is the third song that we're doing, and I'm coming to realize that that's probably one of their signature things to do. But I love when they harmonize, it's not just one main voice and then somebody like singing an interval on top or on the bottom. It's actually like full chords that are happening, and it's so full and rich, and like all the vocals. So that's something that like caught my attention right from the beginning of it. But I also really enjoyed the lyrics so far. I don't know what is gonna happen or what the song is trying to say, but I love that it kind of like started telling a story, and it had kind of like a narrative as we went on. So I'm curious to see if it gets anywhere, or if it's just talking about his feelings and that the thing that he's gonna do one of these nights. So that was also very interesting.
Well, I agree with all of the things that you said, and I want to give myself a little more time to listen to in order to talk about the music. But I have to give a very big shout out to the guitarist. Because with the bandana, I mean, it's obvious that he has a very good taste in style, and in general, I think people who wear bandanas are very, smart and genius and stylish people. So,
I don't know anybody. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Me neither, but I just in general said.
Wow. All right, let's get into the chorus side of this, and we gotta listen to the whole thing back to back. Oh, you talk about this guy. Okay, I was like, this guy, I didn't see it, but there. Okay. I think that's a bass player, actually. That was very cool bass line, by the way.
Waiting for a woman who's a little of both, and I can feel it, but she's nowhere inside. Come
Wow. I would say that based on like the few songs that we heard from the Eagles, I think their songs are, and this is, I think this is a compliment, they are very easy to listen to and easy to enjoy at any occasion. I can really picture myself listening to this as I'm driving. Like, for example, it's not like too heavy to, like, it doesn't need a lot of attention, even though it has so many layers. I can appreciate like all the, especially the vocals, but at the same time I feel like the harmony progression, also the lyrics, you just don't have to like think too much or like really be in a specific mood. And I feel like that's very I appreciate those kind of songs, because then at the end of the day, those are the songs that I probably want to listen to, especially if I don't want to think too much or like really get deep. And so far I think all their songs have this kind of quality to be listened at any occasion.
There were so many parts that I was really enjoying, that I could see they were like, oh, let's do that, it sounds fun. But one of these parts that I want to drop the attention to it was the end of the solo guitar part. That it ended with a high pitched note, and it went exactly to the note that the vocals were singing it together, and it was such a good blend. It was like he had his moment to show himself, and then it was like he handed the scene to the vocals, so that you could see that the end of the note went to the vocal part. And I also have to say that in the last part I was like, where is the female singer that I can see, because I could hear a very, very high pitched voice, and I was like, that cannot be, because they weren't like also showing that they are singing like none of them, that they are singing like a very hard note that is a very high pitch. And I was like, the whole time I was like, it's really hard for male singers, especially when you don't have like a soprano or something, like basically like a very high pitched naturally voice. It's really hard to have this to sing this high up, and it didn't sound at all like a scream or something. It was very like controlled and very powerful.
One last thing that I wanted to say, because I feel like with the songs like this, I can have like so many examples of this, and also like the Persian music, that they're just so fun to listen to. And then you hear them, like anytime that you hear them, they're just enjoyable, which makes me like, because I enjoyed it so much, which makes me not have a lot to say about it. I don't know why that happens sometimes. But one thing that I really noticed, and that's I would be interested to like figure out more, is that their sound, I would like describe their sound or kind of their style as very polished and very like clean, very like everything is like, nothing is raw. Like you remember like some songs that we listen to, or like some performances, they have this raw energy to them, as if it just comes from the songwriter or the singer, even in either in instruments or in the singing, and there's just no filter. It's just like go to your face.
Like an experimental music.
Yeah,
They want
exactly.
to experience something new and just create something new, and maybe it's bad, maybe it's good, but they just get it out of their mind
Exactly,
anyway.
without any polishing. But this is, I feel like, the exact opposite. It's everything is so like clean and very like luxurious and polished and well thought of, and it's very like, it just really really feels like there is that like performance element to it. Some songs you feel like that there's no like that wall or like that distance between the stage and the audience. It actually does not exist, because we feel like we are in just this thing together as one. But for this one, I can actually picture that if I'm at a concert, I can definitely see them as a performer. The sound that comes, everything is just so well planned, which again, as you said, it can be just good or bad. Like I mean, there's no good or bad. It's just like different experiences that you can have with different genres. But that's that brings me to the point that I am curious to see if that's been their genre throughout their career, because I think they had a long career. I'm not sure though. So that makes me think and want to explore, because I feel like the songs I've listened to so far were like mid 70s. So I don't know if like earlier in their career they had like a different genre, or I don't know how long they stayed together, or later on. Like have they always had this kind of like sound that is very like sleek, very like performance centered. So but yeah, anyway, that's, I think that's what makes it to be able to be listened to and heard all the time, because if it comes like so raw and experimental as you said, like I'm not always in that. I have to be like in a very specific mood to be able to like enjoy and really get deep in a song. But with these guys, no, anytime I can just listen to them and enjoy them. So that was definitely interesting. So thank you, Rodolfo, for suggesting this song, and we hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you want to support us more, there's a buy me a coffee link in the description. We'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.
Bye.